Hi, my name's Brian Veza. I'm the owner of Veza Drainage and Civil. We started this business 10 years ago, me and my partner. Yeah, I got into the industry when I was young, about 17 when I first come to Auckland. My first job was in a quarry down in mining, and then I just love machinery and that, so I just stuck to it and ended up leaving there and getting a job with an earth moving company and sort of stayed with them for about 15 years until I got into doing my own stuff. But for that time spent with that company, I went from machines to supervisors to project managing, into operations manager role, and then the next step for me was to work for myself. It's something I always wanted to do. So we're based in Manukau City, predominantly drainage company, but we've sort of diversified into a bit of civil and earthworks and that. We look at a lot of big subdivision work, anything from 150 lots to 250 lots. We do a bit of stuff for water care, as also the railways. We do a bit of that, but predominantly big subdivision work. Our fleet size ranges from PC 138, the 12 tonne, up to PC 300. We run all Komatsu gear. Yeah, so I think we've got 6 diggers at the moment in our fleet, and we're looking at adding another one to that. This project here is a roading project. So it's a 500-acre farm a guy purchased, and he wants to subdivide it into lifestyle blocks. So there's 6 Ks all up a roading to do in here. Got a roading crew on it, and then we're going to bring a drainage crew in to start doing all the culvert crossings and help with the bridge work and services and everything. So it's quite a lot of work to be done in 5 months. Challenges, well, you can see it's quite steep country for one. We're sort of just coming into earthwork season, so we haven't been able to open up much ground yet. And you look at its beautiful area, so environmentals are a must on this. Getting those right before we even do anything really, which the guys are working on now by stripping soil and get them all the environmentals in place before we start moving the dirt. Because we're on Waiheke Island, getting the big machines on the ferry was a bit of a task, and also the dump trucks. We had to drive the dump trucks onto the ferry and drive them off. Yeah, I think GPS is a must for something like this. Like we can't have a surveyor here full time. That's just not feasible for the owner. So everything's just sent over to the machines via email. Once we get it off the engineer and that, he sends us the machines, and the designer sends us the tins for the GPS for the machines, and then we just email it to the machines. They get it, and yeah, they can build it through there. We once a week we get a survey out here just to have a look and peg some of the roading out, but most of it's done by GPS, or we make it up, sections we have to make up as we go. It's definitely a must on somewhere like here. Even getting the geotech out here, we can only get them out here once a week. It is steep ground out here, so having attached 2 tilts is a must. You couldn't do this job without having rotary tilts and that on the machines out here, and GPS. It just works in together, doesn't it? I think it's just from when I first got into the industry, I operated Komatsus and just always loved the feel of the Komatsus. We don't have a lot of tilts or anything on our drainage gear because we're just digging square trenches. But since we branched out into the GPS work, I've talked to a lot of other guys, and they always said attached to is the unit we want. So we just purchased that, and then we've had no issues with that. So that's sort of a no-brainer for us to stick to